So let's do an exercise. And in this exercise, I want you to start with something that's present in your life, something that's going on right now, where you find yourself uncomfortable. And you might be uncomfortable where you're maybe anxious, or maybe you're feeling a little depressed, you're feeling irritable. If you think of that, I want you to see if you can notice whether or not there's a kind of a story attached to it. Is there a story that says something like, I have to, or I must, or he must, or they, or it has kind of like an urgency to it? What is the story there? What is the story that kind of floats across your mind? What is it telling you? And as you notice that, I want you to also notice your behaviors. And is there a way in which your behaviors have a little bit of a desperation to them? That you find yourself not peaceful around it, but kind of angsty, to the point where you want to run away from it, where you want to fight it or control it. Look at that for a second and just notice what is the urge? Is it to dissociate? Is it to get numb? Take a drink, turn on the TV? Or is it the kind where you find yourself kind of being busy around it? A million miles an hour, doing this and doing that, trying to manage. Notice then we have a story. We have the behaviors and the reaction to the story. I want you to notice that the behaviors, either trying to manage, control, or trying to avoid, so the sense that those behaviors might help temporarily, you really gave someone a good tongue lashing, it helped temporarily relieve the feeling, the pressure around the feeling, emotion. But a sense that actually in the long run, it makes it worse. In fact, you might even notice that this is not new. That around this kind of emotion, whatever it is, there's this almost impulsive or reactive temptation. It's sort of the opposite of just truly sitting with it, gently, with an openness. So if you weren't in the reactivity, what would be the emotion? What would it be like? Gently tip your toe in the water of that feeling and enter into your body. You even notice where it shows up in your body, and take a deep breath into that. Good. And as the feelings come up, I want you to hold them tenderly, gently, and notice how much instinct there is to get away from it. Run, 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 run. But this time, just let it enter in and through you. Good. And notice as you do that, does it start to shift a little bit? Notice maybe with Dodge, as he allowed for that feeling, as he got in touch with that narrative, with the story and how deep it was, that feeling maybe of, I don't know, not enoughness, feeling of disconnected, feeling of irrelevance. What if you just make contact with that? And then, as happened with Dodge, notice how it starts to shift just a little bit. So this is the exercise. And I want you to practice doing this. When you find yourself in that reactive place, wanting to either dissociate, numb it, run away from it, or control it, get busy, or attack it, instead, what happens if you make contact with the actual emotion? Make contact with the storyline, then allow for that feeling to drop in and through, even for just a moment. Good. That's the exercise.